welcome back to my Flosstube channel, which is Critter Stitcher. I'm Jess, and welcome to my channel. Up here we have little Brownie. He is my dog. He's an Affen Pinscher mix. You may have noticed that we have rearranged the living room, and Brownie's favorite spot to sit is right here on top of the couch, where he can watch out the window and be our little watchdog. Also, on Tuesday, I had my hair done, so it's now purple. So it has blonde highlights with purple highlights. So yeah, so that's that. And I'm sure you're all here for our Flosstube video. So I will get started. So, first, it's been a little bit since I filmed a video, but the big thing that happened was last weekend I went on a retreat to the farm. So the retreat was Stitchin' at the farm. So that's up in the, what is it called? It's called the Inn. It's located at the Inn at East Hill Farm up in Troy, New Hampshire. I had a ton of fun and a blast. And I went with my mom. She went last year and dragged me along this year. We had so much fun. We sat at a table with Pam, who runs Stitch New England, the shop. And then we also sat with a woman named Rachel, a woman named Deborah, and then also we sat at the same table. Pam and Stephanie of Just Keep Stitching were also at the table. And then we had, another lady whose name I don't quite remember at the moment. Anyways, we had a lot of fun, and we were saying how we were the fun table, because, I don't know, we all kind of had fun together, and we were laughing a lot, and talking a lot, and stitching, but not as much stitching, because when you're at a retreat, you tend to talk more than you stitch. Yeah. So, as with all retreats, and Stitchin' at the Farm is actually a really special retreat, because it's just stitching. There's no schedule. The only thing that is scheduled is meals are provided by the farm. So we get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And when I say meals, I mean meals. Like, they feed you a ton of food. For lunch and dinner, you get a soup or a salad. And then you get these fritters, which are kind of like donuts. Super delicious. Love them. And then you get your main meal. And then you get dessert. Oh, and you also get bread, too. And there's just so much food. It's so delicious. So you want to eat and eat and eat. Which is not good. But there's also the nice thing about the farm is that it's a working farm. So I believe a lot of the food that we eat is made on the farm from the animals that are there. So, mentioned it's a working farm. So they have donkeys, they have horses, they have chickens, they have goats, they have sheep, pigs, and cows. So me being the animal person that I am, I pretty much said hello to the animals every day. One day my mom and I got to milk a goat, and we also milked a cow. We also saw a newborn lamb as well. And then I also went on a trail ride, because I grew up riding horses, and once a horse girl, always a horse girl, and I missed riding. So I decided to go on a trail ride, and since it was very unseasonably warm up in New Hampshire, it was actually really nice. They also have trails out there too, which my mom and I went on. We did do a little hike, just to kind of get away from everything and kind of work off some of the food that we were eating. And yeah, and also at the retreat, there was a freebie table. As with most retreats, I believe, have freebie tables. So I did get a couple things. I did pick off a couple things from that. So first, I found this adorable little gold collections kit. It says love. It is a full coverage. It's very pretty. It pretty much has everything in there. So I don't know when I'm going to start this, but I will. It's very pretty. It's very Christmassy, as I'm a big fan of stitching Christmas. And then I also found this cute little Disney kit. It probably came from a magazine. It has the floss and the fabric. It's 101 Dalmatians, which was also one of my favorite movies as a kid, because when I was a kid, the live actions came out, and I actually remember going in theaters and watching those movies, and I absolutely loved them as animal person. So yeah, so I don't know how, because the chart's unfortunately not included in this, and so I might try to stitch it off of the cover picture. We'll see. I might have to like rechart it and stuff. We'll figure it out. But I think I can do it. So yep, so there's that. And then my mom actually, she found this. It's a penguin. It's a tribal penguin. I'm also obsessed with penguins. They're actually one of my favorite animals, and it's a dream goal of mine to be a penguin zookeeper. So I probably will stitch this one day. I don't know if I'll stitch it in, I might like use fun colors or something. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But yeah, a penguin. So it's by White Willow Stitching, and it's tribal penguin. And then also, as always, there's always magazines there. And I looked through them, and I found these. They're little thank you cards from Cross Stitcher magazine. I really like the little birds down here. I think they're super cute. And then these little puppies, adorable. And the owls as well. And the cat. They're all just really cute. So who knows when I'll stitch those. But I kind of just had to pick it up because I thought it was super cute. And then two more things I did grab off of the table is this really old Christmas cross-stitch magazine from 1998, which is the year was that the year my brother? No, that was not the year my brother was born. But I was probably three or four, 98. Yeah, I was little. I was a wee baby. But the reason why I picked this up is because there's a couple of really cute, this is mostly the reason why, is for this. Because there's a bunch of cute little woodland things. And I mostly like the ornaments. And the deer are actually really cute. I might just stitch like a single deer or single animals. Let's see what else. Oh, there's also this cute stocking too, which I'm hoping it's kind of very dull, but I am hoping that the floss colors are more bright. What else is there in here? I believe that is it. Oh, yep, there's the charts for it. Yep, okay. Yep, so that's that from that magazine. And then there's also this really fun, like, sparkly Ada. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the sparkle in it. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, it's, like, really fun. So I'm also going to try this, too. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it. I'm sure I could find something. But I don't know, I just decided to grab one because it just seemed really fun. And I also am really into sparkles. And I really like sparkles. Yeah, so that's that. So that's from the freebie table. And then the World in Stitches had a little pop-up shop there. So I also did a little bit of shopping as well. So what I grabbed from there was a couple of fun things that caught my eye. So first we have How the Fitch Stole Christmas. My husband and his family, especially he and his dad, are really into How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. And between him and his dad, they can probably quote the entire movie. And they often quote the movie just throughout life all the time. So I thought this was very appropriate to stitch. Oh, there's Brownie. Oh, are you going to jump down? Oh, no, I think he's just readjusting. Okay. Yep, he also lays up there too. It's his favorite spot. He is an Affen Pinscher mix. We got him from the TJO Animal Shelter out in Springfield, Massachusetts. He's a good boy. He's about 5 now. We got him when he was about 2. He actually got him during the pandemic, after I graduated school, which we agreed to get a dog, but it also happened to coincide with the pandemic, so it was very hard to find dogs. But yeah, but that's Brownie Boy. He's my pal. And then I also got Siren's Tart, which is part of the Jack Sweet Shoppy series from Plum Street Samplers. I am also really into mermaids too, so I saw this and I liked it, so I got it. And then these next couple ones are ones that I found that have been on my wish list for a while. So first is, I have two hands-on designs. So first is Coastal Holiday. These are wicked cute. Dan's parents have a condo down in Florida that they go to for the winter. So I figured I might stitch these for them so they can put it on their tree down in Florida. And it's also just cute. I also enjoy the beach as well. And then I also got, from Hands-On Design, is Stitch Some Happy. I also really like this design, and I think I will, when I finish it, I want to stitch it and then kind of hang it in my stitchy area. I think that would make a really nice addition to it. And then last, the big one, I have, For the Love of Nature. This is from Teresa Kogut. I remember when I first saw this come out, I really liked it, but I don't want to get everything all at once, just because it does cost a lot of money. But yeah, so I really like this chart too. The little deer and just all the animals, which is the raccoon, excuse me, the raccoon and the fox and the rabbit and the deer and the squirrel and the moth and just all the other little things. It's very cute, and I like it. Once again, I have no idea when I will stitch that. And then also while we were there, there was a woman selling project bags that she made. So I picked up this one. As you can tell, it is doggy themed. But it's wide, but it has the zipper here. So I thought that was kind of fun. I'm indifferent. And then attached to it are these little charms. So one's a little flag, probably to say it's handmade in America. And then there's a little paw print charm. And then there's this little heart charm. Probably to say it's like made with love. So yeah, very cute. It's very well made. The inside's polka dots. And then little doggos on the back. And also has this paw print ribbon on the top too, which is very cute. It's very well made as well. And then, so that's all the haul that I purchased / bought from the retreat. And then I also have, when I was away, I had some other things. So I'm on the what is it called? Like the pre-ship or whatever, automatic ship for the Year in the Woods. So from Cottage Garden Samplers with the Silver Needle. So I got the last one, which is the reindeer. It's the last one in the series, which is really funny because actually most of the animals that are in the series are animals that I have worked with as a zookeeper. So that kind of made it extra special too. So one of the reasons why I really decided to subscribe to this as well, because a lot of well, I didn't know that. Just because I really do enjoy animals and woods. So yeah, so that's why I subscribed to it, and it just happened to be that as the year went on, because we didn't know what the animals were going to be, a lot of them turned out to be animals that, as I mentioned, I work with. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's the last in the series. Next year's series is snowmen, which I'm not really a big fan. Like, snowmen aren't really my thing, so I'm not going to do a subscribe to next year's Cottage Gardens year-long series. And then also while I was away, the next installment of Lindy Stitch's Bird Crush Club came in. The Bird Crush Club is very fun. It's something that Lindy Stitches came up with, and she works with a photographer. And when you get your package, you get the pattern. And this month's bird is a violet green swallow. So that's the stitched pattern of it. And that's the stitch that is based off of the photograph. And this is the little logo, which is Bird Crush Club. And then also in the package, you get a little thank you note from Lindy. You also get a little information card about the bird, written by the photographer, which is Chris Gilbert. And then we also get stickers as well. We also get 3 stickers of the bird. These are all photographs from Chris Gilbert that Stephanie from Lindy Stitches picks out. And there should be one more. Here it is, stuck in the box. Yeah. And then the pattern also calls for a Threadworks. And with the package, you also get the Threadworks color. So this is 011180. Like a green, no, not a green, it's a gray color. And it's used in the roof right here that the bird is sitting on. I really like this bird. I think it's very pretty. As I've mentioned before, I have an idea to kind of make almost like a field guide. So with the stitch bird, and then use all the things that were included in the package and kind of put it in like a book so you can kind of look through it and it's like a stitched bird field guide. So I know there's 1 month left, and I don't know if Stephanie, if she plans on continuing the Bird Crush Club into next year. I kind of hope she does, because it's been a lot of fun seeing what bird she picks out. However, I do still only have the first bird going still. So I'm kind of far behind, but not too worried. But yeah, so that's the Bird Crush Club. And then, oh yeah, that's also from Lindy Stitches. She's doing the Jingle Ball, which is a online virtual holiday stitch celebration. It's $10 to join, and then I guess there's going to be 12 different designers, and all of them are going to make a special chart that will only be available to guests of it, and each designer is making at least one. It's possible they'll make more than one. But there's also going to be like free entertainment. There's going to be virtual meet and greets, virtual rooms. This is all being put on by Lindy Stitches. It's called the Jingle Ball, and if you go to www.thejingleball.net, you can learn all about it and purchase your $10 admission ticket, which gets you into the fun. I also want to mention that I have signed up for Stitch Shenanigans 2023. That's right. I'm heading to Vegas, baby. I can't wait for it. Dan is also going to join me too, so we're going to make a kind of a vacation out of it. Also, one of Dan's friends from college who lives in Arizona is going to come up and visit us while we're in Vegas too. So yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. We also might plan on going down to Arizona and doing some sightseeing as well there too. We haven't really figured that out yet. I'm hoping to make it to the Grand Canyon while we're there. I'm not sure. So we still gotta work the plans out, but I'm super excited because I've never been to Vegas and I've always wanted to go. And I'm just really excited to get to meet McKenna of Stitching in Sequins at her Stitch Shenanigans retreat. It's also located at a really beautiful resort in Vegas too, so I'm very excited for that. Alright, so, hold on. One more thing from the retreat. Actually, 2 more things. I did participate in the Smiles Exchange. I gave a little wooden block with the, what was the name of the pattern? Baking Spirits Bright. Actually, I have it right here. So this is what that design looked like. I finished it differently. I finished it on a wooden block, and then I had a little trim around it, like baker's twine trim. So it was red and white trim going around it. I do have a picture of it, and I will insert it at the end of the video. And then what I got in the retreat, as part of the, as part of the smalls exchange, this is what I got in return. This gorgeous project bag. And then in this gorgeous project bag was a bunch of goodies. So this is actually, I just happened to get, the same woman who made the project bag I bought, I also got her small. So her small was this adorable little needle book. So you open it up, and yep, so it's got little 4 spots with wool to put your needles on for different sizes. And then there's 2 little pockets down here. And then on the back, she stitched the a little thing. So this is all from Blackbird. So this is all Blackbird fabric. And she said this was the Blackbird's design from this year's cross stitch, this year's, what is it called? Market cookbook. And this was Blackbird's design in it. And then she also included a cute little note and a little scissor keep with scissors in it. Because one can never have too many scissors. And then also included in it was this cute little bag that had these adorable little floss drops, and then also on the back, so it has label for DMC, and then it also has the and then on the back it has little fabric, little project cards. So she also gave one of these to everyone at the retreat too. So I happened to get 2 because I got one from her as a present, as a gift from everyone, and then also an additional one in my smalls. So I was really touched by that. For part of the smalls exchange, there were some amazing pieces. People are so talented and so creative. The only guideline for it was that whatever your small was, you had to put an indication of it on your packaging. So, for example, if you had a Christmas one, then you kind of theme it, make sure it's Christmas packaging, or Thanksgiving packaging, or Halloween. So since mine was a Christmas themed, and it was a baking theme, so I put a little spatula on the front that had little gingerbread people on it. And then I also included in my small, besides the small, I also included some sugar cookie mix and little cookie cutters too, so they can make their own holiday Christmas cookies and to go with their little Christmas sign. And the woman who got mine, she was very thankful for it, and she actually says that she does a lot of baking with her daughter, so I'm happy that worked out. Yeah, so that's the smalls exchange, and that's mostly about the retreat. Do you guys want to see what I stitched at the retreat? Yeah, let's get to stitching. 18 minutes in. Oh, geez, 20 minutes in, and I'm just getting to stitching, and that's fine. Yep. So, what I did there was, for stitching at the retreat, I did my little bit of stitching on this guy, the Under the Sea Sow from Frosted Pumpkin. While I was there, I finished the seahorses, and then I also worked a little bit here on the jellyfish. I don't know if you can tell, but in the jellyfish, I used some Krynic and some colorfulness. And then also, I did a big fun thing there where I had a finish at the retreat. So yeah, so I had a big finish at the retreat. Actually, no, I did not finish this at the retreat. I finished this 2 days after the retreat. But I got most of the stitching done at the retreat, which is Autumn Owls by Doreen Jones. So this came from the October 2019 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. So when I first got to the retreat, I only had like the top border done and just the stitching on the top border. So while I was at the retreat, I had all of the cross stitching in the border done, but not the satin stitches in the border done. So that's what I mostly did at the, and then by the end of the weekend, I had 3 of the borders pretty much done, and I just had to finish at home was most of the satin stitches of the last ones, and then also the not the half stitching, the back stitching, and then the French knots in the little leaves. Oh, yeah. So that's Autumn Owls, and I'm very happy to have this done, as I've had this going for a while, and I did start it in 2019, so it feels good to have this done. And I wanted to finish it this year, so I'm very happy with that. This is a 32 count linen. Not sure what it is right now, but I'll include that in the notes below. And I also had another finish too from before. I guess we're talking about finishes now. It's fine. It's all mishmashed together. So this is Lazy Witch from Wild Violet Cross Stitch. It is stitched on 32 count voodoo linen from Picture This Plus. This is a cute little Halloween piece I started last year. And I'm also very happy to have this done as well too. My goal was to finish it this year, and I did. So it's a cute little thing. I will finish it probably in a hoop, and then display it for next year. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so that's what I've mostly been stitching on for the retreat. And then since I've been home, when I got home on Sunday, I didn't do much... I didn't really do much stitching on Sunday because I was mostly just catching up on weekend things such as laundry, dishes, cooking, the usual. Plus I was really tired too. And so yeah. So what I've been stitching on this week is, so Thanksgiving's coming up. So I've been stitching on my big Thanksgiving piece, which is literally called Thanksgiving from Glendon Place. And what I have done is this. So I mostly have all the words done. And so with this piece, I actually had all of this done. And then I went to go, I think like last month or something, I went to go pick it up to look on it because I was getting ready for the holidays and figuring out my Christmas holiday stitching. And I realized that my floss wasn't in there. It's a very variegated floss, and it's actually a silk floss from Dinky Dyes. So I was kind of upset that I didn't find it. And I looked through all of my project bags and still couldn't find it. So I kind of mourned a little bit, was sad about the loss of that. So I kind of took a mourning piece, and then I figured it out, and I ordered new floss for it. So that's, the N is stitched, not the N, the H, it's going to be an H, is stitched with the new skein that I purchased. And I think it still looks pretty fine. Like, you can't really tell, especially with the A. With the A, it kind of still matches, although this is very orangey. But yeah, I mean, it still pretty much blends in, so I'm okay with that. So I'm actually really happy that worked out. And I really do enjoy this piece because it's a lot of fun. It's actually, I'm enjoying stitching with one kind of floss. And just, it's a very variegated floss, so it's really fun to work with and watch the colors change as you're going through it. So I'll show you the skein that I'm working with. Alright, so this is the skein that I'm working with. Actually, I have it kind of separated, but this is the skein. Yeah, I'll show you this one. This one's still nice because it does call for 2. I don't think I'm going to need the second one, but I am, hold on, let's see. Show its colors. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, you can see all the different colors in there and how it's just super variegated and super fun, and I really enjoy that part of this. And that's mostly what drew me to this pattern. Luckily, I had only purchased some of the floss, so I only mostly purchased the floss for things and for, I think like 1 or 2 of the Dinky Dyes as Dinky Does is quite expensive, so I kind of am going to collect it out as I go along. And also, this is stored in a Thanksgiving themed bag from So Much to Love. This is the big one. And I bought this bag specifically for this project. So that's that. And I've also been working on the Under the Sea style. I'm trying to do 25 minutes on that a day. And then my WIPGO calls for the month is November is 12 and 24. So for me, that means it's 2 columns on Mad Hatter from Bothy Threads. That's number 12. So how I'm working this piece is 2 columns. So I have like the top, the way the pattern is it kind of like works like it's, you can't really see, but like, yeah, it's like 1 page, and then I fold it over in half, and it's set in columns, and then I do like 2 columns, so that's 5 blocks of 10 by 10. And then once I get all the way over to the end, I will then do the bottom 5 columns. So I kind of broke it up that way, just not to be very overwhelmed. And I do have, this is 1 page finish, so it is kind of split up into quarters. And this, so I kind of want to, it would be really cool, it would be cool to finish it, but to finish the 2nd page by the end of the year. But no, I'm not setting that goal for me. Next year maybe, but not this year. But yeah, so, oh, you probably want to see what that looks like too. So this is the completed piece. So yeah, so I have Alice, so yeah, that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is on a very pretty hand-dyed 14 count Aida. And then my other piece is, hold on, I did not bring it over with me. Hold on, let me grab it. Enjoy brownie while you okay, I'm back. Hope Brownie entertained you, or you enjoyed his cuteness. He's a very cute dog. Yeah, so my other call was to fully FFO the Sweetest Hussif, which is a class kit that I got at Celebrations. That's the first year I ever did Celebrations. So it is mostly done. I'm just kind of scared to finish it, because I did decide to add in a zipper into the top. So I kind of just have to figure out how to pin it together. So as you can see, it's literally just pinned, and I just need to get the balls to just finish it. So yeah, so that's my goal for this year for WIPGO, is to finish this thing, and it'll be really nice to have it done. And yeah, and so this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. This is the front, and then the inside. This was a class kit that I took from Still Stitching with Susan. So those are my whips in the beginning parts of my plan. Someone's going up the stairs. Okay, never mind. I thought Brownie was about, I heard someone going up the stairs outside, so I thought Brownie was going to start to react to that. But no. So, let's see. My plans are to continue working on Thanksgiving and, why am I blanking? Thanksgiving and Tea Time with Alice. What is that pattern called? I never told you what the name of that pattern was. Fairy Tales, Mad Hatter's Tea Party. To continue working on those two, we'll work on Thanksgiving throughout the month of November. And then I do have my plans to work on that. And then, oh, Bunny, no. an ambulance went by, so. Yep, to work on that. And then I do have a, on Thursday the 24th, which it would be 1 month till Christmas Eve, I do have an idea to have a start and a finish on a Christmas ornament. I am also obsessed with the Just Nan mice. So I have Santa Mouse all stitched up. So I'm going to start Gingerbread Christmas Mouse on, actually it's Thanksgiving, which is also happens to be 1 month till Christmas Eve. So I'm going to work on Gingerbread Mrs. Santa Mouse. I have Mr. Santa Claus Mouse, Gingerbread Santa all stitched up. So that's Gingerbread Santa Mouse. And then on the, over here, I'm going to stitch Mrs. Claus Mouse. Yep, so I'm going to work on that. And then I also have, on Tuesday, I will start doing half an hour to an hour working on a previous Christmas ornament that I had started, which is from last year's Just Cross Stitch 20, Just Cross Stitch Special Ornament Special, which is First Snow. So it's a cute little reindeer. And what I have going on him is, so it's all of the called for floss, but I am stitching it on a blue fabric that I happen to have in my stash. It's kind of a stiff linen. And that's the progress I have on him. Ooh, wow, that is very see-through. So yeah, so I actually hope to finish this. I have planned out for 7 days to work on him. Or just until I finish him. So, yeah. So those are my plans. And that is all I have for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe. I'm also on Instagram as the Stitchy Zookeeper, and you can follow me there where I post pictures of my stitching and Brownie, and on occasion I do post pictures about my job working at the zoo. Thanks for watching, and have a great day everybody, and stay stitching. Alright, bye! Have a good one.